keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we
All right, we are on day 2. Well, day 3 technically. Boy, it's going fast.
Way too fast.
But day 2 was technically our first stop, which was St. Martin, and now we are in Antigua, St. John's, Antigua, and I'm looking forward to going out off the ship just for a few minutes. We're probably going to go for an hour or so. No big excursions planned or anything on this one, but we're going to go just kind of walk around town a little bit right inside near the port, and then come back on the ship and spend the rest of our day just hanging out on the ship, right?
Yes, I'm excited. It just gets really hot when we go walk on the port, so it's nice to kind of go ashore for a moment, but then come back on the ship, get changed, and go hang out by the pool. So I have a question. You said Antigua.
Yeah,
I always thought it was Antigua.
It's spelled Antigua, but it's pronounced Antigua.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And Dominica is next, I think, day 4. Yeah.
Yes, Dominica. And we actually have an excursion planned for that one.
Yes, we do.
But we had a great night last night with my surprise at dinner. So we ate at Lumiere's, and tonight we're at Animator's Palette, but we have a day of fun ahead of us first.
Yeah. So we'll get some views of Antigua.
A good third day here on the Disney cruise. We went into Antigua. We did some shopping. Before we did that, we ate breakfast this morning, and then we did some shopping. And while we were shopping, Luke started to feel a bit off. He didn't know if he got too hot or what was going on. So we went ahead, came back to the ship, and he laid down for a while. The kids kind of went and did their own things. Kenya and I met in D Lounge, which is one of the theaters here, and played a fun game of Who's Behind the Curtain. Saw some really cute Disney characters.
Let's give it up for Goofy, everybody! Would you like to stay, maybe, and guess our next friend who's behind the curtain? Alright, you can take your rightful place up on the stage, Mr. Goofy. Okay, so, okay, ask me again. Is it Donald? Is it Donald Duck? Dylan. Yes, it is. It's Donald Duck! Here he is. He's shaking his tail feather. Here he is, the #1 duck. It's Donald. Fauntleroy Duck. There he is. Would you mind sticking around a little bit longer to help us guess who the final friend behind the curtain is? You will? Oh, thank you so much. You've got to help us out, okay? Excuse me? Donald? Goofy? What is going on? I can see you. I can see you. This Disney friend, she loves to wear a polka dot bow, everybody. Minnie Mouse, you are correct. She's classy. She is beautiful. It's Miss Minnie Mouse. Welcome, Miss Minnie.
And then I came back to the room to check on Luke, and he just started to feel worse. And so he laid down for a little bit more, and we started to get ready for dinner because we're at this late seating. and he started to feel really nauseous, and he then started to get sick to his stomach. And he wasn't sure if it was something that just didn't settle right with him at breakfast or what it was. So he decided, Jill, I need to go to the medical center just to make sure things are good. So the kids went to the show that was tonight before our dinner. So they went to the show while I took Luke down to the medical center. So if you're ever on a cruise ship or the Disney cruise, they do have a medical center. It's down on the first level. We took Luke down there. While we were waiting to see the doctor, he did get sick a couple more times to his stomach. So she came in. He has no fever or anything, and they gave him some Zofran to stop the nausea. She said it's probably something that didn't set well, but she said it's also not uncommon for them to see this, and they've seen it a couple of times already on this trip. So she gave Luke the Zofran for his stomach. It did help the nausea immediately. They are giving him some Pedialyte actually to keep him hydrated, and she sent us back to the room. Now, the protocol for when stuff like this starts to come up is that Luke has to stay kind of in the room for 24 hours. We were supposed to do an excursion tomorrow in Dominica. They wrote an actual exception for him, so they're going to get a refund for him. And Luke and I have talked, and he would really like me to still be able to go with the kids. I don't like the fact that we're leaving Luke all by himself. We want to be together as a family. But Luke says, no, just let me rest here. I'll be okay. So they have Luke stay in the room for 24 hours, and then they're getting him room service. They'll call and check on him tomorrow. But the doctor was like, it's no big deal. We see this every now and then on the cruises. Well, not every now and then, but every cruise they have a few passengers that have upset stomachs. And while we were there was another passenger who was experiencing the same thing. She said this is how they treat it. If me or the kids come down with any of the symptoms, same thing, we'll take Zofran. Whoever has symptoms has to stay in their room for 24 hours. I feel awful because I don't want to leave Luke. I want to take care of him. We have the late seating, and the kids were supposed to be at dinner tonight at Animator's Palette. And I told Luke, let's just order room service. We'll be with you. And he goes, honestly, I do not want to smell food right now. So we're going to let Luke stay here at the room. The kids and I are going to go have dinner at Animator's Palette while Luke rests. And we'll kind of just take this for what it is and pray that he feels better in 24 hours. And he'll be out and about with us again.
My name is Danny, and I will be your merry, mild-mannered, modestly motivated, mysterious, but magnanimous Mouseketeer. Which is a really long-winded way of saying I'm going to be your host for tonight's game show. Welcome to Mouseketeer Madness! Whatever. All right, hello. Please tell the lovely folks at home your name.
My name is Kenya, and I'm from Colorado.
Everyone say hi, Kenya from Colorado. Anyone else from Colorado? Yeah, but you're... Calm down. Alright, Kenya, you understand what is happening here. You've got 2 Mousketeers if you need them, 5 Disney questions away from you, and the coveted title of Mouseketeer. You ready?
Yes.
Let's play some Mouseketeer Madness! Let's look at question number 1. Kenya from Colorado. What color is the shell of Eve, the female robot, in the animated feature WALL-E? Is it A, candy apple red? Is it B, white? Is it C, pink? Or is it D, orange?
B, white.
Pretty confident there. Certain you've seen WALL-E? Fantastic. Let's see if B, white, is the correct answer. It sure is. That's 1 question down. 4 more to go. Let's take a look at question number 2. All right. Which of the following Disney theme parks features a themed land known as Asia? Is it A, Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom? Is it B, Epcot? Is it C, Disney's Animal Kingdom? Or is it D, Tokyo Disneyland? Have you been to these Disney parks?
Most of them, yes.
Okay, what are we thinking?
I'm thinking C, Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Thinking C, Disney's Animal Kingdom. Let's take a look and see if that is the correct answer. C, Disney's Animal Kingdom is the right answer. All Alright, we are moving on to question number 3. You still have both of your Mousker tools at your disposal if you should need them. Let's take a look at question number 3. Alright. In which decade did Walt Disney World and the Magic Kingdom first open? Is it A, the 1970s? Is it B, the 1950s? Is it C, the 1980s? Or was it D, the 1960s?
D.
Listen, she has to ask for help if she wants help.
I would like to use a Mousker tool.
We're going to use a Mousker tool. Would you like to use your Mousker 2 to get rid of 2 incorrect answers, or would you like to ask the Mousker messes?
Let's get rid of 2 incorrect answers.
All right, we're going to use our Mousker 2 to get rid of 2 of the incorrect answers here. Let's get rid of those 2 answers right now. All right, you are left with the 1970s and the 1980s. Talk to me. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking A, 1970s.
Thinking A, 1970s. Let's take a look and see if that is the right answer. It absolutely is! Yes, very importantly, Walt Disney World and the Magic Kingdom just celebrated 50 years. Which if you do the math, which you're on vacation, you shouldn't have to. 1970s. All right, still got 1 Mousker tool left, 2 questions left to go. Let's take a look at question number 4. What 1916, you know, when you and I were both around, silent film provided Walt Disney with the inspiration to produce his first full-length animated feature? Was it A, Snow White? Was it B, Cinderella? Was it C, Pinocchio? Or was it D, Alice in Wonderland? Talk to me, talk to me. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking because the first actual color animated movie that he made was Snow White, so I'm thinking it's Snow White.
That's a fair logical assumption.
So I'm gonna go with A, Snow White.
We're gonna go with A, Snow White. Let's see if A, Snow White was correct. It absolutely was! Yes, the first full-length animated feature Walt Disney made was Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, inspired by Snow White. Nice and easy there. All right, let's take a look at our last question. You still have your last Mousker tool if you need it, but here's question number 5. The Walt Disney Company received its first Grammy Award for the music in what motion picture? Was it A, The Jungle Book? Was it B, Mary Poppins? Was it C, Aladdin? Or was it D, Beaches?
I'd like to use my last Mousker tool on this.
All right, we're going to ask the Mousker Masses. Mousker Masses, we are coming to you. Kenya from Colorado needs a little bit of help. The Walt Disney Company received its first Grammy Award for music in what motion picture? Give me a round of applause if you think the answer is A, The Jungle Book. Give me a round of applause if you think the answer is B, Mary Poppins. Give me a round of applause if you think the answer is C, Aladdin. And give me a round of applause if you think the answer is D, Beaches. Oh. Okay. Mousker Masses think it's B.
I think I'm gonna go with B as well.
You're gonna trust the Mousker Masses. Let's see if the Mousker Masses are trustworthy. Is it B? It absolutely is, and we've got ourselves another Mousker. Come on down to the front. Nikki, amazing. Okay, you won yourself a medal, and more importantly, the title of Mousker. Congratulations. How do you feel at this moment? She feels great. We went from good to very good to great. Give her a big round of applause.
in the room. We're at Animator's Palette, and last night we were talking at dinner with the servers that Luke loves Indian food, and they, just for him, it wasn't on the menu, made Indian food, and they just brought it to the table, and he's not here to enjoy it, but I have to show you guys what they did for us. So we got our regular dishes that we ordered, and they just brought this to the table, and it's biryani and lamb korma, and they made it just especially because they heard Luke loves Indian food so much. How's your food?
Great, we missed Dad though.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Look, the racing star.
Well, he's tall and handsome and so romantic.
I'm tired of taking. I want to make things. I want to add something to this world. What they can't do these days. Come on, everybody. Here we go.